So, dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and bring your right palm to your left palm and gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and bring your attention to your body. Scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say so patveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. We also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation, and then later recognize the impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness within the sensation arising in your body. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. So mentally, relax your body following my words. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax all abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And now slowly observe the sensation and allow your inhalation, exhalation to happen naturally itself. And when the inhalation happens, recognize this is inhalation. When the exhalation happens, recognize this is exhalation. Bring your fullest attention to the sensation. Make it more easy and simple. Just it is your own inhalation, exhalation. Be aware. Don't bring any other thoughts to the middle of your practice. Keep focus to the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is rising, this is falling. And follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation knowingly. This is inhalation or exhalation. This is the beginning, middle, end. Also, you may experience some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. Keep natural inhalation, exhalation. Just simply keep focus to the sensation and see how the change happening, and also see how the observer change, subject change, following the object or the sensation. Beyond your body, your feelings, your mind hold this everything. Through the sensation, see how the thoughts change. Bring your attention to your body. Observe your posture. Just get a mental note. Your bodily heat, weight, posture, comfort. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as we can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once. like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, when you come to this human world, when you born as a human being, you born with the gift. That gift is the most powerful, precious, blissful gift that you have. That gift called awareness. So, to get the best out of this human life, the most important tool that you have to brush up and master is your awareness. So, through this tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation, what we can do, we can just brush up our awareness. Remember, the wisdom or the understanding or the clarity, it's not going to come through somebody or something. So what will happen when your awareness become clear, sharper, stronger? The wisdom going to be there. As a result of that clarity of your awareness or the concentration, so the wisdom going to come to you. So don't look for the wisdom. Don't look for the knowledge. That is something wrong that we mostly do every day. We look for knowledge, we look for wisdom, but we forget to focus to our concentration, awareness. We forget to look within ourselves and see the condition of our mind. So if you are not ready, if you don't have the clear condition, even you reach to the wisdom frequency, you're not going to catch it. You cannot get it. It's same like the cell phone nowadays. Maybe you have an older version of the cell phone. So now you have 5G network around you. But that older phone cannot receive it because it doesn't have necessary conditions or the capacity or the power or the strength to gain it or the connect it. So then what you have to do yourself? Remember, the concentration is there is no limit, and that is the most powerful in this universe. So then it is hide within yourself, and it is your responsibility to unwrap it, get use it, and uncover it. Because in day-to-day life, with the information we collected, so what happened? Then mostly our gift, our awareness, concentration, we slowly shut down. we forget, we neglect. And then we come to habit or the patterns or the methods, and then we go with that. So in the beginning, remember to bring the best out of your ordinary life as an ordinary person. The most important thing, you have to develop your concentration. And when you go to the spiritual life, as a result of that, you gain the spiritual development. But in the beginning, remember, there is no way neglecting your conventional ordinary life, you cannot develop your spirituality. Because the spirituality is not something you change from your outside. It is not just the surface level of change. Development of your spirituality means you change your spirit, you transform who you are deeper inside you with the clarity. That is what happened. You start to become more clear and see, know your bodily, verbally, mentally actions. That's it. Once you come to that, there is completely different level of understanding come to you. But today what we does, mostly we do our bodily, verbally, mentally actions according to the patterns or the previous habits or the methods or the believing, not with our own clear understanding. So then remember, through this practice, it trying to develop your awareness. And as you know, attaining to the Nibbana, then according to the Buddha's teaching, you have to go with the Eightfold Path. So when it comes to the Eightfold Path, that all your bodily, verbally, mentally action, you come to a point to perform in a right way. So once you come to the right way, then it brings the self-confidence within yourself and clarity within yourself. But the thing is, without awareness or without developing your concentration regarding your own bodily, verbally, mentally action, you cannot come to point to practice what is right. You have to be very careful. This practicing what is right or practicing Eightfold Path doesn't mean, so you read, oh, right action, right mindfulness, right livelihood. So then you learn step by step in details and then you perform. That is not right way to live. Then you become kind of like a robot. You become kind of like a machine. Even just 5 precepts. Oh, first not to kill. Oh, then you don't kill. That doesn't mean you developing precepts inside you. Why? Because in case when there is a situation come, you get panic, disappointed, unhappy, it destroy inside you. Then you start to do all the wrong things. You go back to the zero. Why? Because you used to practice it just formally. It's kind of like intellectually you just follow the details. But practicing samatha and vipassana, it take you from the way. So what is that way? That way is most deeply you start to understand. So when you develop the understanding what is happening, naturally you start to get connected to right. This is a very beautiful path. That nothing wrong with the go with the knowledge that whatever on the surface level that what we have. But that is not the real purpose of the Dharma. Because otherwise then the whole people, it's kind of like come to a military practice. It's a kind of like you come to point, oh, you should not do this, you should not do this. then you have the fear to break anything. So then because of the fear, you hold it to precepts. It will never liberate you. Why? Because of the epicenter. What you developing? The fear. When you have the fear, there is no way you can see the truth. Why? Because when it comes to the the vipassana level, to have your liberation, remember, you have to totally deconstruct, deform, destroy whatever the mental formations that you build up in you. So if you hold it to something and try to see, you will never experience that. So then it is good for children. You say, don't do this, don't do that, kind of like that way. But when you become matured little by little, little by little, you come to a point to understand clearly why this is happening this way, why this should happen this way. So like that, only thing that you have to develop the awareness or the concentration. Because once you come to the right awareness, right concentration, the right point to be very clearly in the moment, in that very moment, you going to see the truth. And out of that moment, there is nothing can go wrong. There is no way to go wrong. Always, as a result, it going to your outcome, bodily, verbally, mentally, outcome going to be always right. There is no way. When you have the right concentration, clear understanding, clear perception, in that when you connect it to the clear perception, there is no way that your bodily, verbally, mentally actions can go wrong. So then we have to develop that. To develop that path, what you should do, you have to more deeply focus to yourself and see within yourself. So today we're going to spend some time for that, not regarding the outside details, what you can master within yourself, how you can develop inside you or uplift you or bring the more higher level of practice to you yourself, because that is very necessary to uplift your awareness or your concentration. That is the key point. Remember that. So then get into that. You have to be 100% active person. Becoming a half active person, becoming half neutral person, you cannot reach to that. So head to toes, 100% be a active person. So in that level, there are few things you have to develop. Remember this. If you can write down this, so otherwise you can go back later. That's this recorded, we recording this and we going to post on YouTube, and you can find it on Facebook. Again and again, again and again, look into this. If you have children, teach them. And then as an ordinary person, through the education, even you can gain the good result. But our purpose, finally, we trying to develop our spiritual life within ourselves. So the very first thing that you have to develop within yourself, self-efficacy. Self-efficacy, the strength yourself. I can do this. I am capable to do this. Because when you become a human being, remember, you no need someone else help to understand something. That is the Buddha's most beautiful teachings that you have. That is where Buddha tried to direct you. As example, so in ordinary life, voting, when for ordinary person, to the president, to the beggar. When you have the right to vote, that's vote mean each and every vote has the same power. It's equal. So when it come to the human life, it's not your color, it is not about the place you born, it is not the how much wealth or where you live, it is not how much you develop your concentration. The awareness brings the equality all of us. Another thing is we all have the same awareness. But the thing is, according to the information we hold, and what happening, the strength of that awareness become higher or lower. So then remember that when you develop that awareness, that you developing the strength to uplift your human life, breaking down all the unnecessary information and getting to the clarity. So the very first thing that you have to have self-efficacy. So the self-efficacy is a big subject, but it is not the self-centered, egocentric lifestyle. No, as a person, you recognizing you are capable to do this. Anything, even for a subject, even just a work, in day-to-day life. Just even try, just something like when you cooking, if you try to give something, if just cut onions to somebody, if that person say, "Apo, I cannot do this, I don't know how to do that," just if you cannot cut onions, and then sometimes some people say, "Okay, cut like this," that's it. You just have to do that. But still there are some people say, "Oh, I cannot do this." See, if you cannot become a person just to, yourself, to move forward little bit and try yourself and bring the qualities out of you, don't think that you can gain this wisdom. That's why mostly people follow, the help, unseen help, even to gain the liberation. Why? Because of it's nothing to do. We're going to have a conversation regarding there is a higher power or not. We more focus to our inner laziness. Internally, we are so lazy. Because of that, what happening? You give your problem to something. You give your difficulty to some higher the source, or you giving, or you worshiping the stars, because you have no power to see where things go wrong within your own life. So then start yourself with the very little things. Don't try to jump to higher things. Smaller things, and you go with the very easy way. That is the way to start. Smaller things, you go with the easy way. That's why inhalation, exhalation, very simple. We just go with that little by little, little by little. So in day-to-day life, bring that quality to your bodily, verbally, mentally actions. Smallest way. And then you take the easy things, and then you master it. You master it. You master it. You master the basic. When you master the basic level, then you develop in solid, strong foundation. So that way, naturally, what will happen? You become a better person. So especially like in martial art, it never teach anyone how to fight, because you cannot teach how to fight. If you learn how to fight, you're going to have a big trouble, because you don't know what to do and how to do. And maybe other person and need to follow according to your practice. It doesn't work. We don't know from where the attack come. how, what time, and the way that other person going to hit us. We cannot teach fighting. But what martial art does, it teach you basic, how to move, how to block, how to punch. It give all the basic tools. But when you develop, when you master the basic, what will happen? Naturally, you become a good fighter. If anybody practice basic, it is very difficult to beat that person. It's same with the mind also. I just gave a physical example. So with you, mostly within ourselves, we don't practice these basic little things. But we like to achieve higher things. We cannot. Even you reach there, you cannot be there. So don't struggle. So the very first thing that you have to do then, start to develop within yourself. Take the responsibility. So the start with the self-efficacy. Even the enlightenment, start to think it is possible for you. You can do that. You can gain it. You don't know, you are not the person came here to be same like this. There is a way that you can become better than who you are today. So if you don't believe that, how are you going to go there? So the very first thing that you have to understand then, start to look. You have strength to move forward. Just try it. When there is a situation come, and at least try it. Don't stuck and settle down in your comfort zone. Little bit, move forward, and then you will see how you can develop and how you can be a better person than who you are today. And second one, take the responsibility within your work, your bodily, verbally, mentally action. And with this all related to Eightfold Path. Remember that. It is not just in details you learn Eightfold Path and then you repeat it and you memorize it and you try to do things. That doesn't work. But this way, naturally, you get into the Eightfold Path. So start to take the responsibility regarding your bodily, verbally, and mentally action. Don't throw it to somebody. If something happened, take responsibility and say sorry. If you can fix it, fix it. If you have to apologize, apologize it. Take the responsibility to yourself. That will help. You will see when you do that way, you become different person. Not outside, inside. It transforms you. So that is what you need. Don't tell, oh, because of that person, because of this person. So like that way. Don't bring somebody else to the middle of your work. So you are responsible for that, and do your best when a situation comes, and don't try to push it to somebody, and don't try to interfere other people and put in the middle of your work. Don't do that. Take the fully responsibility regarding your bodily, verbally, and mentally action. If you apply it to your conventional life, you will see you become more productive person. And if you apply it to your spiritual life, you see you will gain a solid, strong mental satisfaction. That is what you need. So without that you cannot move forward. Another thing is, take the responsibility regarding your communication. Why? Because the communication is very important. Look at the Buddha's life. What he did, he didn't write any books or he didn't do anything. He just had the communication with the people. And then Venerable Ananda memorized it, and then later it came through oral practice, and then later recorded it. So the communication that we have is very important. Why? Because the communication developed the community. And the communication developed to the communion. That means when you come to the right communication, That means not by words. Without words, even you come to a point to understand the person. But you have to start with the communication. So in the communication, especially with your husband, wife, children, friends and family members, teacher and students, brothers, sisters. So it is very important that you give your best with the words and without losing the meaning. You have to understand when you take something from point A to point B, it cannot be different. But mostly, if we sit five people around, and then if I say one message to somebody and tell and to transfer it to other person, when it come back within five people, I going to get a different message. Even just the hand signs the same. The people going to do weird things. Why? Because we are not capable to understand the message, or even understand, we are not capable to give the message sometimes. When we trying to say something in our mind, we have something else, and when we going to say, we say something else. Even as husband, wife, children, friends and family members, most of the families have difficulties, hard time in this conventional life because of the wrong communication. Why? Because you didn't put attention to that. You didn't take responsibility regarding the words that you say. So then remember yourself. Even in the marriage day, when you say yes, I do, and some people don't understand what it is. And sometimes friends say, teach you. Okay, remember? Then everybody in front of everybody, registrar come and start to read that. What you have to say, just say yes, I do. That's it. Don't say anything else. So this person, don't know anything. And then, because your words become your signature. The signature represent the what you say. It is just not the signature will come through the pen. No, come through your words. It's important. So take the fully responsibility regarding the word, the communication that you have. And then it brings, it take you to different level. When you have that, why? Because you become more mindful. And then it is just not only you, the listener. You recognize the condition of that mind, and what kind of background coming from that person, and what kind of situation going through. So you recognizing that, and according to that, you able to understand it. See, now you go with the necessary conditions. That itself liberate you from who you are, your egocentric, self-centered mind. Because when you open mind to understand somebody, of course you have to come out of your self-centered cage, otherwise you cannot. So then at home, just with your family members, when you practice that, what you does, you deconstruct, deform your self-centered mind. That itself you deeply practice, kind of like a vipassana. See, you transform your spirituality through your day-to-day activities. But look at today, we are in our mind, we have something else, and we say something else, and other person somewhere else, and then later, when you come back to the communication, if somebody say, you told yesterday like this, did I tell that? And even for children, take them out or buying a gift or doing something, did I tell that? So like that, you don't know even. See, when you do that mistake one time, it's okay. But second time, third time, after fourth time, what will happen? It affect for your character. You cannot fix it. you cannot fix it. Because the people, whoever your husband, wife, children, it is mostly they don't try to fix you. Why? Because when they try to fix you, you get mad. So it is better themselves, they become silence. Why? Because they don't want to wake up your demons. So then they become more silent. When you do some wrong, they become more silent. Don't tell anything. No, 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 no. Don't tell anything. Why? Because she or he cannot, listen, or we cannot fix that person. Just stay silent. That's what happened. And every day maybe a person drinking or doing some other things or doing some wrong things and getting mad unnecessarily. See, other people, what will happen later? If you keep doing, what will happen? They become silence. So then remember yourself, the communication can fix this. All even the in the world, the nuclear powers cannot fix the problems. No any, these weapons can fix any problems. Only way the mostly come to table and talk, and they fix problems. That's how the world history shows us the way of the things happen. So then the words so much powerful. All the beautiful people contribute to this world. In the history, if you look, the greatest people, how they communicate, that how they contribute to the world, saying good things. So then remember yourself, at least for your husband, at least for your wife, for your children, for your friends, brothers, sisters, at least within your family, try to contribute something good with the words that you say. That will transform you. It brings some different quality to yourself. Another thing is responsibility for your behavior. So it is your responsibility. It is not someone else. It's nothing to do with the Buddha or the enlightened masters or any other spiritual leaders. No one can fix you. Whole the world is police put around you. They cannot guard you. Your behavior, you have to watch yourself, and you have to take the responsibility within yourself. So even sitting, practicing like this, why we say keep your back straight, neck get straight. If you cannot do that, do you think you can attain to enlightenment? Forget about it. You cannot behave, at least you cannot take the responsibility just to sit properly. That is where that we fail, because that is where we cannot get the best out of us. Why? Because we don't put the responsibility within ourselves. So the tranquility meditation, the whole tranquility meditation, any technique, there are 40 tranquility meditations. This all the 40 meditation techniques try to develop your self responsibility and maximize and bring the best out of your body and mind. That is what does. So then in day-to-day life, remember whatever you do and try to bring that to yourself. So then take the responsibility regarding your behavior. So when you sit, why always that the teacher need to tell keep your back straight? Why somebody else always have to remind you keep your neck head straight? Because it is your responsibility. Take that responsibility. Work for it. And why it always need to tell focus to inhalation, exhalation? If you yourself one time, once you heard, if you cannot keep doing it, do you think that the enlightenment going to come and hit your head and wake you up. No, because it should come within yourself. So when you have the responsibility regarding your behavior in day-to-day life, it doesn't matter people around you or not. It doesn't matter the the door is closed or open. It doesn't matter so light on or off. You know who you are. So that confident brings you the clarity. That is where it transforms. That is where you address to your gift. But if you cannot develop that abilities, you cannot get this. It's very simple. So because when it come to in day-to-day life, I will show you that where the things go wrong, why this happened to us. So the samatha means in each and every moment you bring your best to the moment. That's it. Once you come to that, it always you tune to the right, tune to the right. So it like this. So if I tell, oh, stretch, you bring your right hand up, and lift it maximum. And you can do it now, even though I cannot see you. You can do it. You know, you bring your right hand up and stretch your maximum. And now you holding your hand and then little bit more stretch it, and then it go little bit more. That little bit more is hold you, because in the first time you didn't do that. So but it was there, it is capable. But when I said the second time little bit more stretch, that is where you go. So why you in the very first time you didn't do it? So then when you sit, you have to look, is this your best? Is there any way that you can go to your best 100%? It is not 99, because 99%, not 100%. That missing one is the gap. That is what you have to feel, not the 99. So when you make something, even when you make a tea, when you cook, you have to see. Even when you sit to watch TV, or even when you go to sleep, when you lie down, you have to see this your 100%. If you lie down to sleep 99% with 1% missing, you're going to wake up with the huge gap. You know what is why that? That gap is start to multiply, multiply, multiply. It like this. If you don't reach to the highest, your hand you hold half, and then what will happen? It become little bit like this. It become little bit like this. It little become like this, like this, like this. So like that, it affect your whole body. Why? Because that the gap that you keep, you don't see it. It is a very deep psychological method, but you don't see. All the politicians, all the science, technology, and all the spiritual practice, and all the marketing world, whoever based with the economy, always keep that gap hiding from you. Remember that. Why? Because if you fill that gap, no one can catch you. You become free from everything. But we are more comfortable to keep that gap because we don't see it. In every place, everywhere, as a husband, wife, even just when you hold your hand, it is not your 100%. If you just cannot hold 100% your hand with your husband or wife, how you think that you will going to bring something to your family life? No. So with your children and parents, Even when you hugging your child or hugging your giving a hug your parents, if it is not the 100%, remember that gap start to create something. That is where later you see the difficulties. Why? Because don't blame to anybody because you didn't give your best. That's why. So behavior, self responsible regarding your self behavior, and be 100%. Wherever you are, be there 100%. So whatever you do your 100% with the responsibility. So then with that mindset, when you sit for meditation and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, that's it. You come to 100% clear with your posture. That is where when somebody do like that way, and that person is kind of like a come to a point, oh, everybody say, oh, he going to get it. So that's kind of like, seeing that person, you able to tell what going to happen. That's kind of like you entering to the stream level, sotapanna, because you see that what you did do, and you're going to get successful. So that is what you have to develop within yourself. So don't be half, be the full. Don't just be 99%, be 100%. So that is where you go. That is where you develop within yourself. So then take the responsibility regarding your behavior. And the next one, take the responsibility regarding the time that you have. That is equal for all of us. For my minutes and your minutes not different. We all have the same kind of timeline. But why the people become different? Because they used to use that time in a different way. We use it in a different way. Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Abraham Lincoln. So they used that time in a different way. But we use it in a different way. But if you able to start to use it the same like them, you're going to end up there, your life also like them. But we are more failed every day. Why? Because today we have something else in our head. We like to become better. We kind of like to dream regarding success, even conventional. We like to dream, even in our head, we like to dream, have dreams regarding enlightenment. But when it comes to our time, we just waste our time in an unnecessary way. So then be responsible regarding your time. Don't blame to anybody. And sometimes we say, oh, he wasted my time. He destroyed my time. He took my time. It cannot do. So then always remember, you are responsible regarding your life, your time, and the values day by day. And mostly when people get old, sometimes they say, oh, I didn't do it because of my husband, my wife, oh, I had children, then I didn't have time to practice this. So like that, we lose values and then later we blame to others. Don't do that. You are responsible regarding the values that you want to develop in your life. So then every day, getting to the little by little, add the value qualities to yourself. No one going to do it for you. So it is your responsibility, and gaining and putting the value to yourself. And the next one, self-direction. So the direction where you go, because it is your own responsibility. No one, don't allow anybody to take your life wherever they want. Just imagine you go get into a taxi, then even you get into before you get into the plane, when you buy the ticket, The very first thing, from here, you have to select a destination. Otherwise, you cannot get a ticket. So when you get into the taxi, you don't tell to driver or go anywhere you want. No, you tell the destination. So that's a conventional way. So remember, in day-to-day life, even morning to night, even within 1 week, even within 1 month, 1 year, even your life, don't allow others to tell where you should go. You have to select yourself, your destination. So our destination we put in the highest place, that is the Nibbana or the liberation. So then remember, getting to that destination, you have to work yourself. No one going to work for you. So it is your self responsibility. So when you get into the self, that when you have the self direction, and when you go towards the liberation, the most important thing, the vehicle is the awareness. So to come to the awareness, to practice the awareness, give your fully 100% attention, whatever you do. Even maybe it is a wrong thing. If you do 100% attention, you're not going to do it for a while. You will get out of it. Look at the world, and people have this psychological behavior. When they're going to do something wrong, what they does, they drink a lot, or they take drugs, they take marijuana, or they take something to make kind of like them dizzy, or kind of like unconscious. Why? Because conscious mind no access to wrong. That is the very basic principle way, if I put it in front of you. The conscious mind no access to be wrong. Remember that. Repeat it as a mantra every day. Conscious mind no access to be wrong. When you go unconscious, everything can go wrong. So then as a human being, you born with the gift. You don't need something from outside. Even though there are many other the energies, there are many other unseen things around us, powers around us. We don't need that. Why? Because when we have the best, why we go to something else? So what is that best? Your awareness. How you can practice it? Start with the little things. Don't go into the bigger thing. Start with the little things and start it with the easy ways. And while you do simple little things with the easy ways, bring your 100% maximum fully attention to that moment. Be 100% with that. Don't be with 99%. As I mentioned, how you raise your hand or how you sit, don't do half. Do your best. So when you do that way, you will say, in that very moment, you transform inside. You, you change the vibration inside. Your shift happening from this level to different level. That is what you need. Once you experience that, one single moment you jump, that jump will give the start. That is your spiritual jump start. And once you have it, there is no way that you're going to go back. So then remember that we're trying to get that little by little, little by little. So that's why giving this information. So it is, but only that we can do, we can provide this information. So it is your responsibility. Gaining this to yourself and becoming, it's kind of like if you are not pregnant, you cannot deliver the baby. So this all the information make you pregnant with to deliver the wisdom to yourself. So if you are not pregnant with the wisdom, you cannot deliver the enlightenment. So then remember, you have to get ready for that. It is possible for you. And once you have it, you will have your own journey. That is the real freedom that you gain through this practice, and that is the best that you can have in this human life. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata ca mehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idam me punya kammang Asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.